Hi, and welcome back to My Naked Truth. It has been 7 months since my last update, and what a 7 months it's been. My last update was I was just a couple days post-surgery. I still had all my scars, and I was still on a liquid diet. In that 7 months, I've lost about 115 pounds, which is incredible. It has been a learning experience. I've given myself this time not to post videos, I've taken plenty of pictures, but it's like I have to learn how to live life kind of all over again, because before, food was my coping mechanism for life, right? If something didn't go wrong or if I got angry, I didn't have to deal with anger. I didn't have to deal with frustration. I could just go through a drive-through and eat my feelings. And now that that was taken away, I ran into some problems the first 7 months since surgery. When I initially, I was fine the first month and a half, maybe even 2 months. So I had surgery in August, and I started drinking alcohol as soon as October, middle October. And I drank for a solid 6 weeks. I drank every weekend. It wasn't a daily thing. I didn't, I still have to get up and go to work and be functional. But on the weekends, I was not functional. On the weekends, I was drunk pretty much consistently for 6 weeks, and that was scary. November, I started AA for a little bit. I met a sponsor. I don't think AA is for me. There were a lot of people that alcohol has damaged their brain, and I was just trying to find my way. After weight loss surgery, they say 1 in 5 weight loss patients have a problem with alcohol. So I stopped it, and I do still I still will occasionally drink, but it's not every weekend. It's if I'm out with friends or every once in a while. But it's not like it was. I've pretty much had to learn how to cope all over again, and this can't be with food. Getting off alcohol, I transitioned to marijuana, and I was a pothead for a month or two. Smoking weed. I've always been an edible pothead. I loved edibles, but I was smoking from December to January, and then I've cut back quite a bit since then. I haven't stopped. I don't know if I want to stop, but I've cut back, and the weight loss it slowed down in January. And then the weight loss, February, March, it picked up quite a bit because I stopped and I started regulating myself. And I've started therapy. I'm 11 weeks into therapy, and I could not recommend it enough. If, we're going to keep the legs down. I put the leg up. Sure, there's bubbles in this, but we don't want any problems. We're going to keep the legs down. All right. Therapy. So I've started therapy. I'm on week 11 of therapy. I have a action therapist. She doesn't want to see me every week after a certain point. She has a game plan. She gives me homework. She challenges me. She questions me. I've been in therapy where I feel like I'm just talking to a dead fish. I'll sit and I'll talk and Oh, and they're too understanding, and they're too caring, and they're not really engaged. And I have met a very good therapist who is engaging and who does challenge me and who does give me homework. One of those homeworks was a bullet journal. She told me to just keep a journal and to start writing affirmations in the journal because I have negative thought patterns. So I'm trying to change those negative thought patterns into positive thought patterns. So if I'm not negative all the time, I won't get angry. And if I'm not angry, I won't try to eat or act out on that anger. And that's what I'm learning in therapy. Is I was eating. I wouldn't have called myself an angry person before unless I'd been drunk prior before, and I could get real angry then. But sober, I was never really angry. I never really dealt with anger. And now I have to deal with feeling anger. And now I have to deal with feeling all these feelings. And I can't eat. And I can't drink my feelings. And I can't smoke my feelings away. I just have to sit with my feelings and my newfound bullet journal. It's hard, but I'm doing it. And I've stuck with the plan. I'm mostly low carb. I will occasionally sneak a taquito. It's not going to end the world, but it is occasionally, not a lot of carbs. For the most part, daily, I try to keep it under 50 total grams of carbs. So that's 15 carbs a meal. I'm not really counting the carbs and like green vegetables. I'm counting, well, I do count the carbs. I lied. I do count the carbs and green vegetables. I try to keep it under 15 total. So it's a lot of meat. It's a lot of protein shakes. I eat about 4 small meals a day, 2 of which are a protein shake, and then 2 of which are solid meals. And the solid meals consist of about a cup of food. That's about as much as I can fit in my sleeve. It is about 8 ounces. When I first imagined this channel, I imagined that I would be this skinny person, and I'd be taking this video and showing everyone, what the weight took from me, and I was going to be skinny and fabulous and trying all these things for the first time. The thing is, I have a lot of weight to lose still. I could stand to lose maybe another 100 pounds. I'm 258 as of this morning, and so I could drop down to 158. That would be roughly in the same like BMI. But my first goal is to get to Wonderland. Once I get to Wonderland, I will determine what kind of body I want. So I can't wait till I'm skinny to film this. I need to film this as I'm going. I need to film every little milestone, and one of the milestones is this. I'm in a bath. I haven't taken a bath. Let me get some bubbles. Hang on. Bubbles. I haven't had a bath since I was 8. And so I had to go out and get all the bath stuff. And this isn't my very first bath. I did a few test baths because I didn't want to film myself in an unfamiliar setting. So I've been able to take a bath for about a month now, maybe a little more. Maybe by end of December, maybe early January, I was able to take a bath. It's nice. It's nice, just a simple pleasure, like just kind of relaxing. I have a candle burning off camera, so it smells nice in here, and I've put a bunch of Epsom salts and bath bombs and bubble baths to try to cover as much of myself as possible. It's nice. I like it. What else? Questions. I'm getting a lot of attention. I have strangers walking up to me on the street. Oh, I've seen you for years, and look at you. You look fabulous. Wow, amazing. And first part of me gets angry, right? First I want to react and I want to say, well, where were you when I was fat? I really could have used that helping hand then. I really could have used some encouragement then, right? But my therapist is talking me out of that thinking. And she said, it takes a lot to walk up and say something to somebody. And so I should try to thank them and be kind and be grateful for their gratitude, or be grateful for their words of encouragement. So I'm working on that. There's one question though, and I'm over it. I haven't lost all my weight yet, and I get this question anytime someone sees me or anytime I talk to someone about it. They bring it up and they say, "What are you going to do with the skin? What are you going to be able to have your skin surgery? What's going on with your skin?" Well, I'm like 258 now, right? So I'm still a ways off from my skin surgery. Sure, maybe it's going to come sooner than I think. Maybe within the next 6 months, the skin could be a problem. But right now it's not, because I'm still big. I do see my body drooping. I see my body getting saggier. But I'm just happy I've lost all this weight. When I was real big, my thoughts weren't, oh, I have too much skin. My thoughts were, is this the hamburger that's going to make me have a heart attack? Or, are my legs going to give out? Are my knees going to give out? I drive. I have a long commute. I drive about an hour and a half to work. And even the drive there, bending my knee with all that weight, it was really hurting my legs. It was getting to a point where my skeletal system or my legs just couldn't support me. 435 pounds is the max my body can support, right? So I'm just grateful that I've lost all this weight. And if I have a little extra skin, good. The angry part of me, right, because now I deal with anger, wants to go to a tattoo shop, right? After I lose all the weight and after I get all the skin, I'm going to go to a tattoo shop and I'm going to have them tattoo something on all my extra skin, and I'm going to pierce it, right? And then I'm going to pierce my extra skin. I'm going to have them tattoo something, and then I'm going to fly my extra skin like a kite above me, right? So when someone comes up and they say, oh, what are you going to do with all your extra skin? I can point up and I can tell them to fuck off in cellulite, right? That's what I want to do with my extra skin. That's what I want to do when someone asks me that question. I don't care that I have extra skin. I care that I'm healthy. I care that I'm skinny. I care that I can get in a bath. I have a birthday next month, and I have some friends, and we're gonna go on a roller coaster, and I'm really excited for that, right? There's so much to life to be grateful for. That this little skin question that every single person asks me about, it's irrelevant. I don't care. So I have extra skin. Like that's okay. Kaiser does have a program to where if you keep the weight off for 2 years, they can say that the skin is medically necessary, so they'll remove it, and then I have to pay for the tummy tuck. So they'll cut me and mar me, but I have to pay for them to make it look nice, right? But again, that's 2 years away. That's a long way away. Right now, I need to focus. I'm still on my journey. I'm hesitant to post a lot of pictures because I'm not at the after part of this. I want to post a before and after, but I'm not quite at the after. I'm still in the during. So any pictures I post or anything, it's not going to be my before and after. It's going to be my before and during, right? Because this is a constant thing. I was fat my whole life. I don't know how to be not fat. Once I get skinny, I won't know how to stay there, right? So and I'd be stupid to think everyone regains a little bit, right? So if I get to goal, right? If I work, I was a Weight Watcher for probably about 5 years before my surgery. And I sat in this kind of incredible meeting room that doesn't exist anymore, at least that specific group. But they really drilled these positive habits into me, and it's helped. It's helped when I had the munchies. It's helped when I was drinking. It helped me recognize, my problems. I have these tools that I've built up inside me. So hopefully trying to stay positive, that's going to help me. But I don't know. I just gotta keep focused. You walk a fine line between celebrating all the weight you've lost. Some people, go to Weight Watchers or talk about weight loss and they say, oh, I've lost 40 pounds. Yeah, that was my leg. 40 pounds is like a small chunk of my leg at my heaviest, right? So people who have a lot to lose have a very different journey than, regular, oh, I lost 50 pounds. And I'm not negating people who have less to lose. I'm just saying it's a different journey, and it's hard to balance your celebrations with your drive to continue and keep going, right? Because you have to, on one hand, you have to stay positive and you have to say, wow, this is amazing. I've lost 175 pounds. But I can't celebrate too much because then I'll forget I'm fat. Have you guys ever done that? You just forget, oh, I don't care. I can eat ice cream. My sleeve can handle ice cream. In January, I would steal ice cream sandwiches from my sister, right? But that's one thing I've changed. Rather than getting down on myself, right? Rather than being like, oh, you ate an ice cream sandwich, you're not taking this seriously, how dare you? And beating myself up, I just say this is a learning experience, right? And I shouldn't do that all the time. And I did it, and it's okay, but that can't be the bulk of my diet. And so now I don't. And I do, they have these Breyers low-carb ice cream bars. And so I get those, and that's my treat for the week. And it's like 100 calories and like 4 grams of sugar. They're pretty good. I've learned to be kind to myself. I feel like when I was 435 pounds, I was in a really bad Lifetime movie with myself, where like the man is evil and he's going to attack the woman, and then he's going to apologize to the woman by taking her out to dinner, and I would do that with me, right? I would make a mistake in my diet, and then I would just beat myself and berate myself, you're never going to change your habits, you do this constantly, and I would do all this negative self-talk with me, and then I'd be beat up. I would beat myself up for it. And then how would I apologize to myself? I'd go through a drive-thru, and I'd apologize to myself with food. And then I'd get mad again for eating the food that I just apologized to myself for being mad in the first place. So it was a cycle of abuse I was doing to myself. and I've stopped that. I've started to be kind to myself. I write kind words to myself every single day. 11 weeks now. I've been doing an affirmation, every day for 11 weeks. And at first, I rolled my eyes at affirmations and therapy and journaling, and I said, "Oh, this is stupid." But I was going to try it. I was going to do it. So, and about week 9, the affirmations really started to click, and I started sharing them on my Instagram and Facebook, and they're working. They're working. It's slow, but it's working. Therapy and stuff doesn't happen overnight, and neither does weight loss. All right, well, that's my rant. That's a little 15, I think it says we've been going for 15 minutes. I'm going to take my measurements. I'm going to finish my bath. And then I'm going to take my measurements, and then I'm going to, we'll do like a closing. So I want to post another video again for my birthday when we go to Cedar Point. I won't be naked in that one, unfortunately, no, not Cedar Point, Magic Mountain. When we go to Magic Mountain, I will have to be clothed, but I do want to do some filming and share and record, that experience, because it's going to be really fun. I'm not going to be able to ride all the rides, but I'm going to be able to ride some of them. So my very first episode, I took measurements, and so now we're going to go do measurements again. Thanks. All right, I hope you guys can see and hear me well. I'm going to try to talk loud. My LG G6, I could focus, and I could have like a close-up shot and then a far-away shot, but now I'm on a OnePlus 6, and it only has one type of camera, so it looks like I have to be pretty far back. I have my bullet journal here, and I'm going to take some measurements. So first up is my waist. My waist, I'm going to go from my belly button. I got to reach it around. Got to give it the good old reach around. So my waist is 55. So we got 55 inches for my waist. Next up is chest, and I'm going to go right below the titties. Remember, chest is 45. Chest is 45. Next is neck. Last time it was at a 16, so last time it was at a half yard. My neck now, I can come in a little closer for the neck. My neck. I'm at 16, and last time it was at 18, so I lost 2 inches for my neck. And then the hips are 50, oh, I'm sorry. My hips last time were 67. So I'm going to start, I guess, this under the pannus. So this what's forming here is called a pannus. This is the extra skin that I want to eventually tattoo and carry above me like a kite. So when people ask me what I'm going to do with it, I'm going to tell them, and they can look up, and I can tell them to fuck off in cellulite. So hips are, all right, last time they were 67, 52. Thighs was 27, thighs are 27. Arms next, that's 15. So before my arms were 20, and now they're 15. And then my calf, and then we're going to need the chair again. We're at 19 for the calves. And last time they were 22. All right, so there are my measurements. The weight sags this way. And I'm going to turn this way. And this is my proto-pannus. There's still meat in here, but it does kind of expand to like that. It's a lot. So these pants are the same pants I was wearing, but they're like a dress now. They're like, let's see if I can. You could fit easily another person in here. And now that I've lost weight, more people want to get in my pants. All right, guys, that's it for this update. I think my first video was in March too, so it's been about a year. I want to update more. I can't say I'm gonna, and I can't say I promise, because I'm done apologizing for things, right? But at my birthday, I'm going to go and we're going to ride roller coasters with my friends John and Rudy and Jessica and maybe Yadira, but Yadira is a firm maybe. So we're going to go with them, and I'm going to film it, and I'm going to be at Six Flags Magic Mountain, and I'm going to get as much on video as I can, and there'll be other people. I'll be clothed though, so I'll probably lose about half my viewers. I know most of you come to see the show. All right. Anyway, so that's it. I'm also I forgot. As of yesterday, I'm clean shaven. I haven't shaved. I have had a goatee for the past 10 years. And that's one of my non-skill victories is I like the way my face looks. I don't have to hide behind my goatee anymore. I don't have to hide at all anymore. Like I'm more comfortable now in my body than I ever have been. And it feels great. So thank you for watching. This has been My Naked Truth.